Well, we are live on YouTube. It is 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Welcome aboard. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jer Bear. Joining me off camera this week is my dad. Amy stepped outside. Our Uncle Mark is here. He had to bring some laundry over. I hope you all had a wonderful week. Well, the week was kind of busy, but today, just minutes ago, we found out that a good friend of ours had reportedly gone missing. Um, his name is Dell, and he's been missing since Thursday, and his vehicle was parked in his driveway since Thursday. No one's heard from him. He usually walks from his house up a trail to his buddy's house, which is also a mutual friend of mine and my dad, and nobody's heard from him since Thursday. His brother reported him missing. He usually goes to the rest home every Sunday to visit with his mother, and he hasn't called, reported, he wasn't at the rest home to see his mom this morning, and we're all panicking, we're all worrying. So Dell, I don't know if you ever watch my Sunday video updates, but if you can see this, buddy, we love you. We're worried about you, and we hope you're okay. Call your brother, call somebody. Just let us know that you're okay out there, because we're really, really, really worried about you. Dal comes over here on occasion. Dal comes here on occasion, and he'll visit with me. He'll visit with Dad, and and he's, he's like part of the family, and we're really worried about him. So, especially for my local friends who are potentially watching this, if you know what Dell looks like, if you know who Dell Dennis is, and if what he looks like, facial features, or if you know his whereabouts, please have him call his brother, or have him get a hold of us or somebody. Just get a hold of somebody. Let us know that he's okay. But he's like one of the family. My dad and Dell went to school together. They go back many, many years. So how was your week, Dad? Up until now. It's been a busy week. As you saw, I went down to Battle Creek. What was that, on Wednesday? Because I was actually just going to get some video of the factory, which I did. I got some video of like the premises of the Kellogg's factory. They don't allow public tours, unfortunately, but I was still able to take video of the premises, the property. I did not trespass, by the way. Did not trespass. So the union workers at Kellogg's are on strike. This is the second week. We're going on the third week. I'm not really educated. I'm not really in tune on what's going on specifically in particular, but the union workers at Kellogg's are currently on strike. And when I was down in Battle Creek on Wednesday, I was talking to some protesters, and they seemed to be very nice people. It was a peaceful protest, and they want a deal made with the corporate executives at Kellogg. So, yeah, they want to keep their jobs here in the United States, because for those of you who don't know, Battle Creek is the home of Kellogg cereal. They call Battle Creek Cereal City. And so, I mean, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I mean, they're union workers, and they're being overworked and underpaid, and they're planning on the word going around was that Kellogg's was going to be sending their jobs to Mexico. Someone at Kellogg said that was inaccurate. So who knows? I don't know. But I do know that there were a lot of wonderful people down there. It was a peaceful protest, and really, I was just looking to gather some content for my channel to show all of you where Kellogg's is located, what it looks like on the outside. And I actually went around on the other side, on Raymond Road. For those of you familiar with Battle Creek, I went around to Raymond Road, and they were picketing out there too. And some guy named Derek's, his name is Derek. He handed me a sign and he says, "Here, hold this up." I don't work here. Doesn't matter. Hold it up. And they had cars honking at me, and he had a megaphone and he was making it do the siren sound and he was shouting into it. And it's like, okay, I'm not an employee of Kellogg's, but I'll hold up the sign, because I support what they do. It's a peaceful protest. They're standing up for what they believe in, which is fine. I support that. But it got a little hectic down there. I almost got lost in Battle Creek. It's a big city. But anyway, Dad, I know I asked you once. I'll ask you again. How was your week?
All right, all the way up till now.
You went to Owasso Speedway last night?
Last night, that was kind of a joke. I mean, it was good. I liked it when the kids were power. They had the power wheel races. Them kids had a ball out there, but there was some, I don't know, just the racers wasn't right.
Hmm.
The racers wasn't right.
And I do appreciate all of you stopping in and indulging me. I'll be here until about 4:00 Eastern. I'm here every Sunday. Well, generally every Sunday. A couple weeks ago was my mom's birthday, so I wasn't here. But every Sunday from about 3 until 4, roughly about an hour, I'm here on this YouTube channel doing a live stream. And I just talk about the week in review. I've been hanging out at home. Other than going to Battle Creek, I've been hanging out at home. I was supposed to meet up with a friend in Detroit, but her son was sick. And so we had to postpone. We had to put a rain check on that, but that's okay because it just gives me something else to look forward to. And I'm really looking forward to it still. I already met her, but I haven't met her son. So I'm really looking forward to that. And, just waiting to see how things turn out with that. I want him to feel better before I decide to go down to Detroit to hang out with him and meet him. And, he's just a little guy and I want to make sure he's healthy and I want to make sure that I'm healthy because that would be on my conscience if I had given something to the little guy, not knowing that I had something. But nope, I'm healthy. I'm doing okay as far as that goes. What is that? I'm seeing it in my screen. Oh, okay. It's this book of maps that Dad got me. Reader's Digest, Travel Guide of the United States. And it's just a book of maps. I guess you could call it an atlas. But it's got a lot of different places, a lot of pictures. Let's see here. 178. Let's see here. I'll pull up 178. 1 second, folks. Here we go. It's my area. It's a map of mid-Michigan. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a map of my area. You see Flint and Saginaw and Lansing. Let's see, it'd be over here. This is Lansing. Up here would be Flint. Up here is Saginaw. And Chesaning would be down in here somewhere. So that just kind of gives everyone an idea of where I live at in the state of Michigan. Pretty cool. I've been looking at it. I looked at it last night, as a matter of fact, when you were gone, Dad. Okay, so Chesaning would be right there.
I thought you might like that book.
So Chesaning would be right. I don't want to knock anything over. Chesaning would be right there. Right where my middle finger is. Big fuck you, Chesaning. Oh. No, that's where Chesaning, my hometown, is located, right where my middle finger is. Right there. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing in my my return here on the screen. Of course, you got part of the Saginaw Bay. You got Midland. Over here, you got Mount Pleasant, Alma, Ithaca, St. Louis, St. John's, Owasso, Flint. So yeah, this is my area. Lots of information too. Lots of information. We've got the Center for Cultural and Natural History, the Michigan Masonic Home, Midland Historical Museum of Bay County, Castle Museum of Saginaw County, which is Saginaw County being here, Saginaw Art Museum, Japanese Cultural Center, Shiawassee National Wildlife Refuge, Frankenmuth Crossroads Village and Huckleberry Railroad, the Flint Cultural Center, Whaley Historical House, Formar Nature Preserve and Arboretum, Holly, Seven Lakes State Park, Kerwood Castle, which is in Owasso, State Capitol, which is Lansing, Impression and Science Museum, Potter Park Zoo, which is in Lansing, MSU, which is in East Lansing, Carl G. Fenner Arboretum, which is in Lansing, Michigan Women's Historical Center and Hall of Fame, again, Lansing, Michigan Historical Museum, which is in Lansing, and the Woldemar Nature Center, which is also in Lansing. So there's lots of tourist attractions in my area. Lansing, of course, being our state capital, so that's where all the main things are. But let's see, what did I do last week other than Battle Creek? I didn't really do a whole lot. I think I went to Owasso. I went to Owasso to get a card reader, which is this little thing here, and the micro SD chip for my GoPro camera is still in it, because when I take video with my GoPro camera, for some reason or another, the when I plug in the power cord to the port on my computer tower, the computer recognizes it, but it doesn't open the folder to where I can access the video files. So what I had to do is go and buy this $10 card reader, this piece of plastic, and stick this micro SD card into it to upload my video files that way, which I have been, I like to record, like, because now the trees they're turning color. The leaves on the trees are turning color, and I like to get pictures and I like to get video. And when I was down in Battle Creek, I actually didn't use my GoPro. I used my regular Android phone, although I do have an iPhone now, but for some reason, the camera on that, it works, but the picture is jittery at times, and a lot of the files are corrupted, which I'm not really fucking happy about. But I hold on to the Android phone because, okay, we don't need that. I hold on to the Android phone because, I can still use that for taking video and piecing together videos and stuff like that. But I also still use my GoPro when I'm doing video shout outs and such for particular individuals. So I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world, but I do understand some things. I understand how to make some things work. And that's what I've been doing. I've been creating shout out videos. I've been editing lots of videos. Of course, you're not going to see them because they're unlisted. But, the people who I want to see them, they're seeing them. And I'm not finished yet. I've got more videos that I have to record and edit and upload. And so that's what I'm about. That's what I've been about lately. I've been really not writing in the journal a whole lot, although that's going to change this week. I really have to get going and writing down my thoughts and just writing about what's going on. And I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be writing about our friend Dell, who is currently missing, because this is not like Dell to just up and vanish like that. Usually someone knows where he is. Dell is a very popular guy. Lots of people know Dell, and I'm happy to say that he's one of my very good friends. He's a good friend of my dad's. And matter of fact, when I'm done with the Sunday video update, we might be taking I might be taking a trip over. I don't know what Dad's got planned. Dad's looking at another vehicle. But I'll probably be going over to see what's going on at Dell's house, just to kind of get an idea, because yeah, and I'm going to go to our friend Joel's too, because it's just not like Dell to not, I mean, usually we know where he is at all times. Dell is a very good friend of mine and Dad's. We love him dearly. He stops in here every so often to say, "Hey, just stopping in to see how everybody's doing." And you know, yeah, his mom is a great lady, and we actually witnessed a car accident. We were coming home from the junkyard one day, and Dell and his mom were in front of us, and they got hit at the corner of M57 and Fenmore Road, which would be that way, because a lady had a dog in her passenger seat, and it was obstructing her view, and she pulled out and hit him. So, um, and she was unconscious for a little while, and Dell was kind of, "Come on, mom, wake up, mom, wake up." And I had never seen anything like that in my life. And the EMTs were there, and yeah, yep, Dad got her woke up, and it was scary. I'd never witnessed anything like that in my whole life. And yeah, she's not a young lady. She's not a spring chicken. She's in a retirement home now. She's in a rest home. And that's what I was saying. You know, Dell usually goes and visits with his mother every Sunday morning, and he didn't report this morning at the rest home. Somebody knows where he is at all times, usually. So this is very nerve wracking for us because we're also very good friends with Dell, and they said, you know, I found out from our friend Joel, who Dad just kind of blurted out his name. Okay, but you kind of just blurted out his name. But anyway, we've known Joel for many years. My whole life, I've known Joel. Okay, but he reported that Dell usually he'll walk through the woods. There's a trail that goes from Dell's house to Joel's house, and usually Dell walks through it. Now, mind you, this is hunting season here in Michigan, and Dell is very knowledgeable about the woods. He's very knowledgeable about hunting. I don't know if Dell was wearing orange. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't want to think that something bad has happened to Dell, but I can't help but think that. I mean, I have to consider that. But as it turns out, his brother reported him missing. So I yeah, I just wish someone would let us know what's going on, because I really, you know, we're very worried. We're very worried about Dell. He's a very good friend of ours, and it's not like Dell to not at least tell someone where he is, or, you know, I don't know what else to add to that. Dell's just a hell of a good friend, and anybody's lucky to have him as a friend. And I'm very scared and shaken. Yeah, he'd take the shirt off his back for you, but I'm very shaken by what's going on right now, because it's just, you know, to echo what my friend Joel said, it's just not like him to not tell anybody where he is. So that's going to be weighing heavily on our minds today. It already is. So Dell, again, I don't know if you're watching this. I don't even think he knows if I have a YouTube channel. I told him about it, but I'm not sure if he watches or not. Yeah, we'll find out. We're gonna find out sooner or later, eventually, because everybody knows who Dell Dennis is. Kind of like everybody knows who Jerry Bear is. Kind of. And everybody knows who Dad is. They associate me with my dad, which makes sense because I'm his son. But it's because when Dad and I go out in public, we're usually seen together a lot. Like we're synonymous, where there's one, there's the other. But there's also times when I get out by myself, and Dad will do his own thing, and they'll ask Dad, "Where's Jared?" Or they'll ask me, "Where's Wayne today?" I don't know. You know, he's doing his thing, I'm doing mine. But yeah, so probably after I'm done with this live stream, I'm gonna buzz over to Dell's house and see what's going on, because that's got me very worried, very worried. It's starting to get cold here in Michigan. It was very chilly last night. I had to put my hoodie on because it got so chilly. The leaves are turning color, which is nice.
Then we got that rain the other day.
Yeah, it rained. I don't know. We got what, a couple inches?
Downpour. Yeah.
Some places I think got a couple inches.
That was after Thursday too.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
But it's starting to chill off. We're starting to feel the autumn weather. And I've been wearing this hoodie that I got from my mom. It says, and it's a childhood cancer awareness hoodie, by the way, but nonetheless it keeps me warm. It says, "The devil whispered in my ear, you're not strong enough to withstand the storm. Today I whispered in the devil's ear, I am the storm, Wilms Tumor Warrior."
yeah, that's cool.
Which is nice, and it's red, which
That's
is
the story.
which is my favorite color, but you know me, I'm an atheist and I don't believe in devil and all that shit, but I mean it's got a nice story to it. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not because it's blocking my view. So I can't see what I'm,
Yeah, you got it up there, Jared. They see that.
okay, good. But nonetheless, it keeps me warm. And I also have a hoodie from my friends in Iron Mountain, and it says Iron Mountain Mountaineers on it, which also keeps me very warm. But how I've been doing, I'm doing okay, I guess, for the most part. I've been hanging in there. Some things kind of bother me still. They're always going to bother me. But, I think for the most part, I've been managing myself pretty good. Like I'm not perfect at managing myself, or I'm not perfect at trying to decide which things I should focus on and which things I shouldn't, because I'm not, I'm very flawed in that regard. When things bother me, they bother me. When I feel anxiety, I feel anxiety. But I think overall, through all that's been going on, I've been doing okay. I've been doing pretty good. Um, I of course I live with my dad, and I'm constantly keeping my eye on him, just making sure that he's okay and his health is good. And I talk to my mom on occasion, and I was actually going to go up and see her yesterday, but I got sidetracked doing other things. Um, so I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. And I'm always staying out of trouble. I don't I'm not out looking for trouble, but I do defend myself. I do defend myself. If you can't tell by watching some of my videos or listening to some of the things I've said in daily rant recordings, but um, for the most, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. And most people are very understanding about my daily rant recordings because it's not like me to just randomly verbally attack or bash anybody, but people also know that I am not going to just sit there and take shit from people. I mean, if you know me, if you've known me long enough, then you will know that I don't take shit from people. Period. And yes, I've said some things in the past that I probably shouldn't have said, but it was retaliation. Now, if someone comes and tells you that, well, Jared called me a cocksucker. Well, I might have. I don't know. I might have. If I've called someone an asshole or a motherfucker, probably, most assuredly. Um, but that's me defending myself, and that's me trying to get through to people by putting exclamation points on what I'm saying. And I do that often here in my Sunday video updates too, which is why this channel has a disclaimer, not for kids, because the swearing. But in any event, I keep it real. I'm honest. And if someone comes to me and tells me that they've heard something about me, I always try to make sure that they are honestly examining both sides. You have a claim, and I'm waiting to see if that claim bears fruit. In other words, is it true or is it not? Is it true or is it not true? Is there evidence for this claim? And that's what I go for, because that's ultimately going to tell the story, the tale. Now, if someone comes to you and says, "Well, Jared said this in a daily rant, being really nasty towards people," yeah, I'll own up to it. There's no denying it because it's on public record. I'm not denying that. Um, but if you actually knew me in person, if you've ever had 5, 10 minutes, maybe even a half hour with me, you'll know that I'm one of the nicest people you ever meet. I'm not someone who's out to hurt anyone. I'm not someone who I don't get pain. Or I don't get pleasure out of someone else's pain. I don't get pleasure out of someone else's pain. I I've been hurt enough times, and sometimes setting boundaries also means that other people are going to be hurt. That's just the name of the game. Don't hate the game, or what? Or oh, it's not. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. But um, so yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I hear from my friends on occasion. I have a couple female friends I've been talking to, and they'll text me every so often. And matter of fact, one of them texted me last night and said, "Hey, did you know that today was Sweetest Day? Happy Sweetest Day." And I didn't know it was Sweetest Day. I'm single. I don't pay attention to any of that shit. Um, but I'm single, so I'm not looking for that. And she says, "Well, happy Sweetest Day." And I said, "Well, happy Sweetest Day to you too." We've been talking, and it's a girl I've known for a very long time. Um, I talk to a lot of women. I'm a horn dog. um, no, I have a lot of single female friends that I talk to, and they like the conversation. And there's even female friends that I've met up with. So anybody, because there's always going to be someone who will gossip about things that they don't know about, like in particular my personal life. Oh, Jared doesn't have a personal life. He's not married. Yeah, I'm not married. And so fucking what? So fucking what? I don't have children. I'm not married. But it's there's always someone looking to, they're trying to get dirt on me somehow. They'll find one fault and run with it. See, look at him. He's not perfect. Of course I'm not perfect. And you know what? Neither are you. Fucking life. Get a life. But there's always going to be those people out there. That's why they watch my channel. And they know I'm going to talk shit about them. I don't know if they do this for a reactionary purpose or whatever the case may be, but you get your 5 seconds of shame and that's it. And you just like to see people react to your foolishness. Or I could just block you and that'll work out fine too. But there's always someone out there looking to, they find one flaw or one fault, and then they run with it. See, I told you Jared was a this. See, I told you Jared was a that. As if these people have nothing better to do with their time. It's like you have no life. I'm sorry that because you don't have a life of your own that you focus so much on mine, and you're always worried about what I do with my life. You could be doing essentially the same thing right now instead of focusing on me and my life. And you're wasting your life away worrying about what I do. Get a life of your own. Don't focus so much on me. Get your own life. Just like I received a recording claiming to be from Russ Boggs. I don't know if it actually came from Russ, but I'm not going to say it did or it didn't, but I will say that Russ has been giving me shit for a long time. He comes in under fake names, which I've spoken about this any number of times before. And he likes to make shit up about me. He's defaming me. He's calling me a child predator. He's calling me a this and a that. I'd just be careful, Russ. If I were you, I'd just be very careful. Because when you play with fire, sometimes you get burned. So that's my advice to you, big guy. Just be careful. Be very careful. But I know it's you, Russ. I know it's you. Without a shadow of a doubt. I know that you're Jack Carstens. You've demonstrated that you're Jack Carstens. Actually, someone on Twitter had actually shown me a screenshot of your face because you were talking into the phone. The room was dark, and your idea was to disguise your voice in a dark room. And yet the phone had shown in your face, and I immediately recognized who you were. So you kind of gave yourself up, Russ. And now, from that moment forward, every other account, whether it be on YouTube or on social media, somewhere, I am inclined to think that it's you. Because now you have given me that reason. You are an immature child, a little boy stuck in a grown man's body, 6 kids on welfare. I don't like to put your personal business out there, Russ, but you put my personal information out there. You've given people my name, my home address, my phone number. I know it's you. I mean, you're really just that much of a loser. I'm sorry. But, you really have to get a life of your own and stop worrying about what the fuck I'm doing. Because, like I said, you play with fire. Eventually, you're going to get burnt. And that's just all I'm going to say. Keep playing with fire. Keep playing with fire, buddy. But anyway, so I'm doing okay. I'm all things considered, the assholes of the world. Yeah, you're going to have those, but I'm doing okay. There's so many people I want to see. I want to, get on a plane and I want to fly and, fly to these other places. I haven't really had the money. And because we're in the middle of the pandemic still with the COVID, I haven't been able to do that. And the world is just in cahoots right now. And, I think that's why I enjoy emailing and writing letters to the cancer warriors and writing, sending text messages, emails, writing letters and things like that, just so they know that, yeah, the world is crazy right now, but, there's still people out here who love and care about you. We're all in the same boat. We're all trying to, get through this together best we can. And, it's no more easy for me as it is for you or the next person. And I think that has a lot to do with like the Russ Boggs of the world, is because they sit home. They've got nothing better to do. They get bored. So they want to try to make someone else's life a living hell, when in actual reality, they're living a life of hell because they are straddled with responsibility. They're not working. They sit home on their tuckus all day, collecting welfare. He's mad at the world. The Russ Boggs of the world, they're mad. They're angry. They're frustrated. They have nothing better to do with their day. They get bored. So let's make up stories about Jared because, it makes me happy. It's part of my healing process, which I think is a really sick fucking way of looking at things. Hurting other people helps your healing. You're just mentally ill. You are a mentally deranged, mentally ill person. And it's not a slam against people who have mental issues. I have depression issues and bipolar and I deal with stress and anxiety. So I'm not, making light of a delicate situation, but I don't sit here and make up fake accounts just to trash people. You see my face, you hear my voice. I have no reason to disguise myself. I'll tell you to your face, or I'll just say it right here that you're a stupid motherfucker. And that'll be fun too. I don't have to hide behind an avatar like a coward. I'll just tell you that you're a stupid motherfucker, and you can see my face, you can hear my voice, you can see my lips move. Doesn't matter to me, you know. I don't like to be. I don't like to say things like that to people, though. Like, I'm not someone who gets a thrill out of talking shit about someone or hurting people. As much as I can be really arrogant and condescending and sarcastic in my daily rants. Everybody knows that. Anybody who's ever listened to a daily rant recording, just one, you would know how fucking brutally sarcastic I can be. But in essence, if you really take the time to get to know who I am, I'm not a mean-spirited person. I'm just tired. I'm a tired person. I am tired of being trashed on. I'm tired of being gossiped about. I'm tired of just being the center of everyone's ugliness and nastiness. I'm tired of being, um, an easy choice for people to attack when they've got no one else to blame. I'm sick of it. I'm trying to live my life. And because I had written some poems, or I was involved in charity work, or whatever the case may be, because the childhood cancer world is broken beyond fucking repair, you get a lot of pretentious, jealous people who don't have the qualities that I have. Granted, I don't have the qualities that most other people have, but I'm not jealous. I know what I've had to go through, and there's still a lot of things that I go through. And there's a lot of things I go through that no one knows about. I don't put it out there on public display. Um, and I certainly don't make up fake accounts. And like Justina Banks, I have no idea who Justina Banks is, but I'm pretty sure it's Russ. It's got to be Russ Boggs. I'm convinced. Or it could even be his ex-wife. Could be I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be one of my haters. Eventually the truth comes out. But I will say this, because I can imagine that this Justina Banks always watches my live streams. I have friends who are friends on your account on Facebook, and they relay everything back to me. So if I were you, whoever the fuck you are, I'd be very careful, because they take screenshots. They show me things that you type. I have a case against you. That's evidence that you're slandering me. I got a case against you. I have all kinds of evidence. I'm not going to tell you who the friend is or friends. That's for me to know and for you to think about. And I'm not going to give away my position, because you know, just know that I got people watching you. And that's all I'm going to say. Hello, Amy.
Hello, Jared.
I was just telling our viewers, before I went off on my weekly tangent about trolls and fucking idiots, was talking about Dell Dennis, and he's missing currently. And I'm really worried about him. I'm really worried that something horrible's happened. I don't want to think anything bad has happened to him, but it's in the back of my mind. And where did Dad go? Oh, he's out with Uncle Mark. How was your week? Seems I got you here. Was it okay? Not really all that good. Kind of, yeah. Kind of in between. Had its good and bad. Kind of, yeah.
And down, depressed.
Yeah. And see, that's what I was.
Getting that time of
Yeah, it's getting that time of year. And see, I was just telling the viewers here that I don't slam people who are depressed or mentally ill. But when you get so bored to the point where you're making up fake accounts to talk shit about someone, that's a problem. But anyway, like you were saying, your depression kind of kicking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amy's.
And my mind is wanting to, during the day, my mind is always fucked. Those wheels are always turning.
Yeah. And I asked Dad how his week was. It's like I never get a straight answer from Dad.
Okay. If it don't mind it,
Well,
it don't mind
it does matter. It does matter.
No,
Yes, it does.
about anything.
It does matter how we're doing. People want to know how we're doing.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing. I'm doing.
I ain't no doing.
Yeah, I'm not mildewing.
I'm trying to hang in there.
Yeah. Is Uncle Mark still here?
No, he left.
Oh.
He said thanks for letting him do laundry.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to rush him out, but
Oh,
you know,
he left.
I had this live stream to do at 3 o'clock.
Did what we wanted to do.
Oh,
And he
yeah,
waited
do it
for
for
Dad
him.
to bring out the.
So now I get the both of them for maybe the next 20 minutes of the show because we're down to the final 20 minutes. So now you guys have to stay. That's an obligation. You're here. I don't
Okay, boss.
I don't get you the two of you here as much as I used to. The past few weeks I've been getting one or the other. Now you're both here. Now you both got to sit the fuck down and offer your input because I'm not doing this shit alone anymore. So now we have Dad and Amy both. It's about fucking time.
Hey,
But
I'm here.
yeah, we're all here. It's been like me. I've been hanging in there.
I'm here in body, but not in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a hectic week, but you hang in there and do the best you can. I mean,
Yeah.
how else can you do it?
I think that's what we've been doing. We've just been, swinging, just dangling by a thread. And
Trying to help people and then think, fuck it.
well, I don't mind helping people, but
I don't either.
I'm not going to be taken advantage of. There's a limit to what I do. But I was just telling the viewers, yeah, and it is the time of the season. I will say it's the time of the year. People are kind of getting depressed. And I think a lot of it has to do with the weather change.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about Mercury retrograde. Fuck that. It's the weather change. It's starting to get cold outside. Summer summer just kind of come and gone. We didn't really get to do much because of the stupid fucking COVID pandemic.
Middle of October, almost
Yeah.
31st.
So we're down to the last couple months of the year.
Yeah.
We're already in the 10th month. I mean, this year just kind of come, and gone.
Right.
Summer came and went. We really didn't have a chance to do a whole hell of a lot.
Bullshit on TV.
With the stupid restrictions with the pandemic, and it's all bad news all the time. We're constantly bombarded with bad news. It's why I don't watch Good Morning America. I don't watch CBS or any of those programs. I don't want to single out, any network. I don't watch news like the mainstream news. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch ABC, CBS, Fox. Of course, Fox News really isn't news. It's what they think you want to know. It's opinion, but I shut the TV off. Dad and Amy went to the Owasso Speedway last night. Okay. I had the house all to myself. It was just peace and quiet. When they leave, that fucking TV goes off because I'm not going to sit and watch depressing news. I'm not going to watch and I'm not going to watch and listen to things that depress me and upset me. I've got the house to myself. I can let myself think.
You know what upsets me? Goddamn Trump's people sending fucking things on my phone telling me, oh, we need $35.
Yeah,
Get out there and shit. Come on. If I had $35, I'd be rich. You bastards are taking all my money.
If I had $35, I'd be rich. Well, I tell you what.
Piss me off.
I tell you what.
Do nothing about that.
I tell you what. I haven't received any because I don't know. Dad gets text messages, these weird text messages from the people who are claiming to be from a camp or a campaign for Trump or whatever, and Trump's not even in office. So I don't know why you'd be getting messages from anything relating to Trump, but he keeps getting messages. I think it's a scam. They want you to send money, and it's like assholes who keep calling my phone. People who keep calling my phone asking for Dad, and I just have fun with them.
Just like the cops when they call you and they want a donation. Oh, gee, I'm glad you called. I need some medication money. Can you send me some?
Medication money.
I don't give you cops either. Fuck you. That's what my dad does.
Well, yeah, Grandpa, he's got a mouth, but you know they call the house phone, and they asked for my dad, and they had this phony voice,
Them
you know.
Iraqi people.
Yeah, they have this phony voice, and I don't answer any questions, but I only ask one. I only ask one question, and I ask them, "Is your wife available tonight? Is your daughter available tonight?" You know,
And they
just
come up.
just to fuck with them because they know they're not going to get anything out of me. And I've been trying to help Amy because they sometimes they call her phone,
Now my phone
and
sucks, I spam the rest.
and I had to tell Amy, you got to be careful giving your, don't give out your personal information. And I had to keep telling her, I had to explain that. Now they call the house phone, and I have caller ID on my phone. And these people who call, they claim to be from Medicaid, they claim to be from Social Security. They tell me that if I don't answer, they're gonna, federal charges are gonna be pressed or whatever. Fuck off. It's a scam. But if in fact they work for Medicaid or any company, pharmaceutical company or what have you, the name of that company would show up on the caller ID because it's a business. It wouldn't show up as just the city where they're calling from.
Detroit, Florida, Georgia.
Yeah, everywhere. Even in Michigan, they call from Caseville, and Richmond, Virginia, they call from Mount Pleasant. They call, state of Michigan or Saginaw or Port Huron or Port Austin or Chesaning or somewhere. And it's like, I know you're a fucking fake. You're a phony. I know you're a phony. And they try these spammers and these fraudulent people. They try so hard. They think I got stupid written on my forehead. I do have a little red blotch right there, but I don't have stupid written on my forehead. I don't know why these people, they just don't give up. And they think I'm just going to give in. I'm going to get fed up with them, and I'm going to give in and say, okay. I'm just going to give you all my contact information so you'll leave me alone. Yeah, not going to happen. They're going to get a not so nice, colorful response from me. Now, if it's I've had women call here asking for my dad and saying, I work for Medicare, and it's a lie, to which I reply, you sexiest voice I've ever heard. You going to get on your knees for me tonight? And if you would like to make a call, please hang up and try your call again. I'm not trying to fucking call anybody. These assholes are calling me. I don't fuck around. I do not play games. And that's the whole basis of that. These people think that I have stupid written on my forehead and I'm just going to fall for their blatant bullshit. And it's not happening. It's not happening. But I do get some kind of entertainment by telling these people to fuck off or to go fuck themselves. It's so cathartic. I love it. I love it. I love telling people to fuck off and go to hell and jump off a bridge. It's fun. Or I flirt with them if they're women, or if they're men. Like I've had a couple of men tell me to, they were going to come after my daughter sexually. I was like, I don't even have kids. Or they say, go fuck your mom some more. What are you, 12? Like, really? Tell me to go fuck my mother? Okay. Okay. Fucking weirdos. But anyway, there's idiots out there. And you know what? There was actually the Genesee County Sheriff. His name is Chris Swanson. He actually encourages people to tell these people off. Be nasty to them. Don't be kind to them. Don't be polite. Just tell them off. Be nasty to them. Because they're trying to get information from you that they have no right getting. And I don't know. I don't know why they insist on calling here, because they're going to get the same response. They're going to get the same answer. They're going to get just everything is going to be the same. You're going to get the same response from me or my dad, but dad never answers. Amy never answers. I usually do all the answering.
And when you're not at home, I don't
Yeah.
answer the phone at all.
She'll let the machine get it. Dad, I don't know if dad ever answers when.
Dad has.
Have you told him to get fucked? Good. Good. But dad just says, stop fucking calling here. I don't say stop calling here. I get filthy with him. I get dirty with him. So that'll be something else that you'll have against me for my haters who are watching this. My haters who are watching this, they're going to have something against me.
Oh, yeah.
So tell 'em don't call.
See, I told you Jared talks really, really mean. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so don't call us cocksuckers.
So, but that's because, it's just so much fun. So much fun. But anyway, guys, we're down to the last 8 minutes of the show, and really not a lot going on happened this past week other than me going to Battle Creek. Music was playing on his phone. Went down to Battle Creek and got involved in some picketing, which you didn't see on video. It was interesting. It was interesting nonetheless. I mean, they're friendly people, and boy, you could smell the marshmallow down there because, Battle Creek, that's where Kellogg's is. You could smell the Rice Krispies and you could really smell the marshmallow. They're probably making Pop-Tarts or Rice Krispies treats or, Fruit Loops. Well, I joked with them. I actually joked with them. I said, well, I heard that your boss, your corporate executive, your boss is like the biggest Fruit Loop in the factory. And they started laughing. Like they all started, just bursting out laughing. And I said, well, I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for my friend Applejack. Applejacks, of course, made by Kellogg's. What is it with you and that music over there on your phone? Huh?
I got mine on.
See, there it is again.
I've done it.
Yeah. Okay, Dad. Okay, Dad.
Yeah, trying to get it off.
Trying to get it off. But I asked him, I said, well, I'm asking for my friend Applejack. And they're like, what? Oh, Applejacks made by us. Okay, yeah. And that's, it was a peaceful protest, but I think they were also trying to keep it clean and humorous, like there was no swearing. There was no vulgarity at all whatsoever. I mean, I was talking to some of the protesters and, like casual conversation, like between me and the other person. I talked to a lady named Lisa, and she was really super sweet. And I said, I support everything you believe in and what you stand up for. I said, this is more than just a job. I said, it's your livelihood. I said, you've got, families to support. This is your career. This is your life. I said, and I don't think it's fair what they're doing to you, although I'm really not sure what they're doing. I think they're just overworked and underpaid. And the rumor was that Kellogg's was planning on sending their jobs to Mexico, which I don't know how true that is. So please don't hold me to that. It could be inaccurate information. Because the union workers are making that claim, and the corporate execs at Kellogg's released a statement saying that that is not the case. So I don't know. I hope it's not the case. But it was fun. I enjoyed myself down there in Battle Creek. It's a big city. Big city. So in the last 5 minutes of this show this week, again at the top of the hour, I mentioned our friend Dal Dennis is missing. And his brother had reported him missing because he hasn't contacted anyone since Thursday. He didn't show up at the rest home to see his mother this morning because he makes it a weekly thing every Sunday to go and visit with his mom at the rest home. No report of him being there this morning. And it's got all of us worried because Dell is a very good friend of ours. We love him dearly, and he knows he's welcome here anytime he wants. And so after I wrap this up, I'm probably going to go over to his house to find out what's going on. I think they were organizing a search party at 3:00. It's already going on 4. I'll go over there anyway just to see if I can talk to somebody and find out what's going on. But Dell, we love you and we hope you're safe out there. And of course, I might even break in with a video maybe later today or sometime later in the week to give an update on Dell's whereabouts and just to give everyone an update. I got to sneeze. Oh boy. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. It's the lighting. So, Dad, is there any last words before we wrap this up?
Man, be safe out there, and Dell, come back, man. Call us.
Okay, Amy?
Peace out, be safe, and hopefully someone can find out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all rooting for you, Dell. We hope you're okay out there, and we hope everything is okay. We because it's not like Dell to just up and leave and not tell anybody. Because, like I said, Dell's a very popular guy. He's got lots of friends.
Doing that a lot though lately.
Yeah. I mean,
Remember the other day we stopped in and his nephew said that he went for a walk.
yeah. And, I understand that. He needs time to himself, but he's been missing since Thursday. This is already Sunday. Something's not right. It's not right. And like I said, after I leave here, or after I wrap this up, I'm going to buzz over there and see if I can't find our buddy. Because he's very much loved and treasured and appreciated by us here at this house. And he is very much loved and appreciated and treasured locally. Lots of people know who Dell is. You can't mistake Dell. There is no mistaking Dell. He's a funny guy. He's got his own personality. He is, like I said, he comes over here. He'll come over here and he'll joke around. He'll, he's just a funny guy. We'll make him laugh. He'll make us laugh. He'll talk about, like old days, he'll talk about how things were back when he was growing up. And he'll just sit here. He'll just sit here, and sometimes he'll have a cup of coffee, or we'll offer him a drink like water, pop, whatever. And he'll sit right there at the end of the couch, and sometimes I might have music playing, and he'll say, "Oh, that's a good song. I like that song." Yeah, they used to do. Dad and Dell used to do karaoke out at Bannister Bar. Dell is a one of a kind. And Dell, again, to wrap this Sunday video update, we hope you're safe. We hope that you're found safe. We love you. And we're out there looking for you, buddy. I have my connections, so I will definitely find out any updates pertaining to your whereabouts. And just know that you got people out here who love you dearly. And that's how I'm going to wrap up this week's edition of the Sunday Video Update. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jared Bear. We just hit that 1 hour mark. I love you all very much, and I will be here next week for the Sunday Video Update, which will be on October the 24th. So until next week, have a wonderful week, guys. I'll see you next week on the 24th. Amy's saying fuck over here, which is I don't know what's going on, but anyway, or your phone's being stupid. Okay. We love you all, and we'll see you next week. Peace out. Take care. Dal, we love you. We hope you're doing okay, buddy, wherever you are.